When Deion Sanders stood against Colin Kaepernick's protest in 2016, I branded him a Negro peon.
He did?
Yes, he did. He said he did. I saw him say it out his mouth on an interview. He said he should not have taken that knee. It was wrong. Deion Sanders. I put him in the Negro peon camp because he didn't stand with Colin Kaepernick. When I heard Deion Sanders was taking the job, I said, okay, I'm going to give him his black pass back. Because here you are, one of the top 5 greatest athletes, arguably the greatest football player ever.
Preach.
Including Tom Brady. Deion could go down as greater than. You go to Jackson State, HBCU. That's impressive. Now I hear all of a sudden you might be leaving.
Well, so he's leaving.
Oh, he's gone.
He's gone. Stay with me. He's wrong. But I have 2 levels of wrong. I got a low level and I got a high. I'll explain them to you quickly. My low level. If Deion told the administration and the students and the players at Jackson State that I'm taking this job, but I need y'all to know, if something better comes along, as soon as it comes along, I may be leaving you.
He did say that.
He said that.
If he was that transparent, I didn't see that.
I played the clip the other day. He said it on 60 Minutes. He said that.
No, he said he may be leaving. He did not say he was leaving after 3 years.
No, he said that if a Power 5 school comes along, I have to entertain it. I would be a fool not to. And Deion has always been
same.
No, Deion has always been transparent and open about what his goals were.
That is not. No, I disagree with you. He told them if it comes his way, he would have to entertain it. He never said I would leave you that soon. He never said I can be gone in 3 years.
What does it matter, though? His contract was
I'm
only
going to tell you
4.
why it matters. I'm about to tell you right now why it matters. Because he damn wrong. Now, if he told them, if I'm going to go back and study some more, but from what I seen him say, he was not that direct. But if he was, and that's not what I saw, so we disagree there. But if he was, he's still wrong, but it's a low level because at least you was transparent and you gave him informed consent. They knew you could leave at any time.
That's right.
Okay?
But why would he be wrong in any form if he's transparent about what the hell he's doing? And which he was. It's semantics. You know what I'm saying? Like, Deion needed to foresee the decision that he was going to make when a Power 5 school reached out to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's supposed to tell them exactly what he was going to do, right? That's entertaining. Entertaining can be a multitude of ways of operating. You know what I'm saying? You don't entertain one way. You know what I mean? Entertaining is listening to whomever's approaching you with the deal, and you do what you want with it. What Deion did is the definition of entertaining. He entertained Colorado, and he went there. And they was in talkings for months. It wasn't like Buddy called him, and it was a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what was going on behind closed doors. You just seeing it from your side of your point of view, your side of the fence, right? Like, we didn't hear nothing. Like, we didn't hear about no deal struck or no deals brought to Deion's table. He was with the team, and then one day he's leaving. But it was a bunch of shit that took place between that time, and they don't need to be transparent about what the fuck took place. Deion chose to do what he wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's just semantics, bro. Like, fuck are you talking about? He needed to tell you exactly what the fuck he was gonna do. He did what he said he was gonna do. He entertained a Power 5 school, and now he's gone. But he's still wrong. Even if he was transparent, he's still wrong. Get the fuck out of here.
They knew you could leave at any time.
That's right.
Okay? Still wrong. I'm explaining in a minute. Now, if he didn't tell them that, okay? And I'm hearing from people who know athletes on that team that they were not told it that way.
They weren't listening.
I'm hearing from people that know athletes. I'm hearing from people that know athletes. You know how many fucking crazy stories everybody running with the goddamn paint Deion is the worst motherfucker ever because everybody in their goddamn emotions about it. I'm hearing from people that know athletes that Deion didn't say something. So he said, she said, that he said, that they said. Come on, dog.
And they're upset.
Because he said that on 60 Minutes.
Okay? He didn't say it that way, Charlamagne. I saw that.
He did. That's an
not.
exact
No,
quote.
he didn't.
Exact quote.
If he did not do it that way, that automatically means that Deion Sanders used, abused, and exploited HBCU Jackson State just to be given an opportunity to show predominantly white institutions that he could coach. If he only used them as a stepping stone to getting a job at a white college, he was dead wrong. Now, let me tell you.
Deion said that. I'm going to entertain whomever the fuck ever, dog. But Umar going to say, if he did not say that, there's no point in you fucking even saying if he did not say that. You're just trying to goddamn demonize Deion because you don't like what the fuck he did. That's all you doing, trying to goddamn drag his name through the mud. This is bullshit. Because Deion said that. He did, bro. He did. But you just want to shit on him because your feelings is hurt. You upset. That's fucked up.
Tell y'all why this is bigger than football. Mm-hmm. What case is the Supreme Court reviewing right now?
The affirmative action case against black, what is it, for black students in colleges?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. The U.S. Supreme Court right now is reviewing whether or not racially conscious admissions in higher education are unconstitutional. And guess who is bringing the suit? Asians. But guess who's funding the suit? White people with connections to the 6 conservative justices on the United States Supreme Court bench. So, what they're saying is Asians are discriminated against on the basis of the personality aspect of the admissions process at Harvard and the University of North Carolina, among other universities, by subjecting Asians to that personality assessment, which includes personality, background, socioeconomic status, culture, this, that, who you are, what you want to be. Asians are being penalized for the high test scores and grades.
But that's true. That's absolutely true. That is absolutely true. I already know where the fuck he's going with it. Asians are upset that they getting pushed out when they have the credentials and the merit, and for all intents and purposes, it's affirmative action where you're letting not as qualified minorities in, which Asians are minority, but studying is embedded in their culture, bro. Like they just pump out smart ass motherfuckers. It is what it is. But because of that, they're being penalized because they're allowing disenfranchised, whomever, black people in this case, in to take their spots, which it's not fair. It's not fair. So what do you do about it? He's going to say that, right? We're going to, which at the end of the day, like, he's pushing the goalpost, bro. He pushing the goalpost. Like, this Supreme Court ruling is relevant to the point. It has nothing to do with fucking Deion. He's going to try to put that shit on Deion. You know what I'm saying? It's going to lower the amount of admissions for black folks. You take race out of it, just look at credentials and merit, which it really should be, right? But he's going to put that on Deion. You know what I'm saying? Like Deion got something to do with it. Or the fact that this is going on, Deion should know and somehow want to stay there and pump money back into save the HBCUs himself, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Asians want, and what the white folks who are funding the Asians want, is they want the Supreme Court to say you cannot include race at all as a factor in higher education admissions. If they throw that out, if they say Harvard cannot use the personality assessment portion of the admissions process, the percentage of Asians that get accepted into PWIs goes up by 20%, and the percentage of black students will plummet by at least 50%. You know what that means? You are watching the gentrification of black children off of the PWI campus. How is this relevant to Deion Sanders?
See, fuck out of here, bro. Fuck out of here, bro. That's not an HBCU issue. That's not a Deion issue. That is a culture issue, bro. You can't blame Asians for their ability to pump out motherfuckers prepared to go to the university. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a really loaded dilemma as far as the culture, disenfranchisement, poverty-stricken areas where people don't have the access to the equal education, the family system, the family structure, bro. It's a culturally night and day between black folks and Asians, bro. That's the root of the problem. So you need to focus on the goddamn culture and not the policy that Supreme Court is trying to push through to equalize or give universities the ability to focus on who has the best credentials and merit, man. Because that's at the end of the day, that's what the fuck you want. But regardless, I ain't even trying to dive into all that, bro. I'm not trying to dive into where he's trying to bring it. He's pushing the goalposts. You know what I'm saying? Like, this potentially may happen to black folks. So Deion dead wrong for leaving the HBCUs, because now if this shit go through, if they push this shit through where race is taken away, then black folks are not going to have the opportunity to go to the fucking these Power 5 schools. And Deion, since he's bringing so attention to the HBCUs, that is a route that black folks can take to go seek higher education at the HBCUs, because there'll be attention and the money and resources funneled into it because Deion's there. So you're putting all this pressure on Deion because he was able to highlight the HBCUs the way he did. So he got to stay there. He can't focus on his goals, you know what I'm saying, his legacy and shit. The motherfucker want to be the best coach ever.
The reason I'm so personally disappointed in Deion
it's irrelevant. The reason why you personally disappointed means nothing. Means absolutely nothing.
Is I thought he was there for a movement, not for money. Meaning, Deion Sanders, the coach of Jack.
I thought he was there for a movement, not for money. From this point on, we're really, earlier on in his little spiel right now, there was words he said that will discredit everything coming forth after that. This is all from feelings and emotion and what the fuck you thought. You don't live in Deion's brain. You don't know his mind. You don't know his motivations, bruh. You don't know his motivations, dog. I mean, it's like, I keep cutting it off, man. It's frustrating, bro, because it's not fair. It's not fair.
Jackson State.
Well, and it is fair, but this is just Umar fucking saying whatever the fuck he's saying, dog. But he's a idol in motherfuckers' eyes, and he drives division, bro. He's a engine for division, and people are gonna fucking latch onto this shit and just
movement, not for money. Meaning, Deion Sanders, the coach of Jackson State. I foresaw a situation where Deion would hire other coaches, other retired black NFL greats to coach other HBCUs. In doing so, you attract our top tier high school athletes to come to HBCU.
Maybe.
Stay with me.
Eddie George is at Tennessee State.
Stay with me. Football and back. You know, like I know, if you got top tier NFL greats coaching HBCUs, the athletes are coming just like they was coming for Deion. He showed you, Charlamagne.
Deion, though.
He showed
Dr.
you.
Umar.
And his other one's
Deion's
just as
one
great.
of the most famous people ever.
And his other one's just as great. So listen.
Eddie George at Tennessee State.
That's one person. We talking about a system, not an individual. So
what you mean we talking about a system, not an individual? Deion is an individual. Bro, that was fucking damn near checkmate with what Charlamagne just said. You putting all this pressure on Deion because of who the fuck Deion is, not because of the system. You got other fucking ex-players coaching, but it's just because of who Deion is. And you foresaw this movement, this change because of what Deion brings. You know what I'm saying? So now you gonna fucking get pissed off at Deion because he has the engine within himself to actually bring change to the HBCUs and what you would like to see change and shit. You only thinking about you and how I foresee what I expected to fucking say. Nothing of this shit is rational. It's all coming from emotion, bro. All of it, dog. All of it, bro. He's not making any points. It's all about what the fuck I saw, what the fuck I wanted. You know what I mean? Well, if that's the case, you go fucking coach, bro. Fucking Deion Sanders is not Dr. Umar, bro. He not out here trying to be a revolutionary and shit. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to fucking change men's lives, dog. You know what I'm saying? And then, bro, it's just a selfish way to fucking look at things, bro. I understand people's plight about Deion, bro, but it's just an emotional thing you got to get over, bro. At the end of the day, Deion could do whatever the fuck he want to do. I did a video on this shit already, but he fails to mention all the obstacles Deion has to go through being. The obstacle ain't even a fucking word, bro. It was dangerous for that fucking man to be there, bro. They had a fucking homicides at the actual university. He fails to mention the fucking murder rate within the fucking city, bro. It's goddamn Iraq over in that motherfucker, dog. He ain't saying none of that shit. He not saying none of that. So Deion's supposed to stay there and deal with all this shit. Deion supposed to, put his life in danger, put his kids' safety in danger, right? At the end of the day, bro, Deion want to be a coach. He wants to see his children go to the league, and he wants to make sure his family is fucking safe. He ain't said nothing about any of that. It's all about what I foresaw, what Deion ain't do that I wanted him to do, bro. This shit is whack, bro.
Deion and these other coaches bring all these athletes from high school to play football, basketball, so forth. The revenue of the HBCU goes up, Envy. As a result of the revenue going up, Charlamagne, the schools got more money. They don't have to subject themselves to closure. They don't have to subject themselves to being dependent on white money. You got HBCUs at risk of being closed. I read something that said almost a half of them, may not survive the decade. So this was bigger than football. This was about the survival of the HBCU.
It's bigger than Deion,
especially,
though, Dr. Umar.
No,
yes,
no,
it is. I think
no. Stop trying
you're blaming an individual.
Stop trying to give celebrities
Bruh,
a pass.
just because you fucking yelling don't mean you right, dog. Just because you yelling don't mean you right. Charlamagne is quietly just sunning him. Like, bro, you tripping, dog. This issue has been here for the longest. You can't put the burden on Deion specifically to fucking change shit. Even though he had the ability to make change, that doesn't mean he needed to fucking stay there to do it, dog. You can't expect Deion to move like you would fucking move, bro. This motherfucker out here thinking he Dr. King and shit. Deion ain't signed up to be no fucking Dr. King, no civil rights activist or no fucking revolutionary, bro. He went there to fucking make men. You know what I'm saying? And show he the best coach out this bitch, dog.
But no, you're blaming the individual instead of talking about the issue.
I'm blaming black men for not being men.
See?
But you know,
I'm blaming black men for not being men. So it wasn't manly that Deion uprooted his fucking family from that dangerous ass situation he was in after he fucking flipped that entire program around and pumped so much money into that shit that people around the world know who Jackson State University is, bro. That's not a manly thing to do. You know what I'm saying? He fails to mention all the money issues going on in Jackson State where, like, it's some shit going on. You know what I'm saying, with the fucking with the school, how they dealing with money shit. Like, it's some sketchy shit going on. You know what I'm saying? They fail to mention all the shit that Deion is having to deal with being there.
I'm blaming us for not being men. That was an unmanly move.
Can you admit one thing?
Deion could have went down in history, brother.
Are HBCUs chronically underfunded?
Of course.
Were they chronically underfunded before Deion?
Yes.
Yes.
Will they be chronically underfunded after Deion?
Yes.
Absolutely.
What are those reasons that they're chronically underfunded?
We don't
because we as black men have not come together to create the funding source to make sure they survive. I don't want to hear about the government. We have too many wealthy blacks. Y'all interview them every day.
I'm with you. So you got low alumni donors,
okay.
right?
Okay.
Low endowments.
Correct.
That's a us problem.
He part of us. Why you keep exempting celebrities?
He's one
They're
person.
not better.
Bruh, this is a straw man like hell, dog. This is a straw man argument like hell, bro. He's still conflating Deion, then black man, and whatever, bro. You got people that actually went to the motherfucking universities that don't want to fucking put money back into the fucking universities, bro. If the motherfuckers that actually went to the goddamn universities don't want to take care of the universities, how do you expect other motherfuckers to go in there and fix this shit, bro? Deion is one fucking man. Deion is one fucking man. And he didn't even have to go to Jackson State, but they're going to try to demonize this man because he went there, did what he did, and could have changed everything. Man.
Better than us.
He's one person.
Okay, but the point is that one man could have been a catalyst for a movement that would have revolutionized the survival of HBCUs.
But why does the movement stop just because he left? HBCUs gonna still be here.
You're missing the point.
No,
the
HBCUs gonna still be
wasn't
here.
just about Frederick Douglass. But if Frederick Douglass would have pulled out, it would have hurt it. The Underground Railroad wasn't just about Harriet, but if she would have pulled out, it would have failed.
So what was
Deion is not out here on no Frederick Douglass type shit, bro. To sit here and place that amount of that weight on Deion's chest involuntarily, like he's not volunteering to represent the Frederick Douglass at HBCUs. When has he ever said anything like that, bro? Just because that's what the fuck you want, don't mean that's what the fuck Deion needs to do.
The civil rights movement wasn't just about King.
Before Deion 3 years ago, what was
they were struggling, and he could have helped save it.
He could have.
And for him to pull out of Jackson State the way that he did it before making sure the HBCU system survived, to me was selfish. He chose money over the movement, Charlamagne, and celebrities do it all the time, and y'all want to give him a pass. Nobody get no pass. I don't care who Deion Sanders is. He had a chance to help, and he hurt, and y'all want to condone that because you black celebrities are not committed to the best interests of black people.
Let me ask you a question.
Why is it only the celebrities too, bro? There's a lot of black men out here with money that aren't celebrities. Probably only focus on the fucking celebrities. But anyway, it's relevant to the point, dog. It's relevant to the point, bro. Like, Deion's whole presence in Jackson State helped black people. It's like it's a lose-lose for a motherfucker with this perspective for Deion, dog. A motherfucker that has this mind state is damn if I do, damn if I don't, bro. Fuck me, right? I can't do anything that I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I can't think about my family. I can't think about my legacy. I can't think about, right? I'm supposed to just do everything out here for the HBCUs. Stay here. Come on, bro. That sounds ridiculous, dog. I'm supposed to stay here until I know the HBCU survive, dog. It was about the money, not the movement. That's bullshit. Deion ain't give a fuck. He don't give two fucks about no goddamn money. He's focused on legacy. To be out here competitively coaching against these big dogs. You know, that's the goal. It ain't to be Frederick Douglass at HBCUs. When has that ever came out of Deion's mouth?